Look, I don't have a problem with the Prime Minister's wife having an opinion, but I do have a problem with the Prime Minister's wife if she is, as the Lord Ashcroft's book suggests, First Lady, picks up his phone and sends messages so people think they are being sent by the Prime Minister. That's rather extraordinary. It is also extraordinary if it's true she engineered the dismissal of a woman member of staff who she found she was rather resentful of how attractive she was. We know that there have been people working in Number 10 who are very close to Carrie. She's got the nickname of Carrie Antoinette. We know why that. The redecoration of the Downing Street flat. You telling me the Prime Minister had the slightest bit of interest in wallpaper that costs £880 a roll? No, he left it to his wife. He wouldn't be the first husband to leave it to his wife. I'm treading into sexist territory here, but he has got a lot on his plate. He took no notice of it, and she got him into an awful row because it spent so much money, the redecoration. £100,000? Not that big, the flat. And, and they don't even own it.
No, the problem is, look, all the allegations swell, but if you look at the barefaced facts, I don't know the truth about whether she's sent text messages purporting to be the Prime Minister, but what is clear is that her fingerprints are on quite a lot of the Partygate stuff with her friends Henry Newman and the likes, with ABBA playing in the Number 10 flat. Her fingerprints are also on Wallpapergate, because, as you say, we don't think the Prime Minister chose the £800 wallpaper. And her fingerprints are all over the pen farthing evacuation of animals from Afghanistan. So those are the facts that I can see.
A lot of green issues, apparently.
I don't have a problem with that.
I do. Well, I do, because I think we're going mad for this rush to net zero, and she's a lot to do with that, because people who are struggling with their electric and gas bills this year, that's before the cap's lifted and their bills go up £700. When they look at their bills, they'll see 25% of it is green taxes. And I think we should be suspending them, but Carrie is very part of that woke agenda. Green comes first. No, letting hard-up families pay their bills should come first.
The thing is, Boris's green agenda existed long before Carrie Johnson. He was on his bike, swanning about Boris bikes, of course, part of his big London mayoral legacy. And perhaps some of the reasons that he's with her is because he was attracted to the fact that they ideologically met in the middle.
Yeah, I've not heard that was what attracted him to Carrie Johnson, who's 25 years younger than him. I've not heard that one, Isabel, but maybe that was what it was. They bonded over green issues. Look, she's a lot younger than him. And I suspect that's part of the issue to do with the parties. Look, he's 57, 58, but he's got two young children up in that Downing Street flat. When the day's over, he probably just wants to go to bed and get some sleep, because it's a full-on job. As you say, the parties have revolved around her. The one when he came back from work, there was a birthday cake for him. He's in trouble over that. It was her cake. The ABBA thing, what was the music? It's my favourite band, as you know, ABBA. Winner Takes It All. This is on the day when Dominic Cummings has been booted out after losing a power struggle with Carrie. That's now being investigated by the police. We've seen Dominic Cummings' true colours in the recent weeks, haven't we? I mean, you could understand why somebody like that wouldn't be very nice. He can't conceal his contempt for her because she got rid of him. He thought he should be...
So you don't think there's any sexism at play? I mean, I really do feel she's sort of my sort of age, and I do feel like we wouldn't be going after a man in the same way.
See, there you come up with that rubbish again. Of course they would be going after a man if the Prime Minister was a woman. So I just don't get this. Any criticism of Meghan Markle is racist. Any criticism of Carrie is sexist. It's anti-thick blonde hair or anything. You know, you can just... Why do you make up the argument just to suit your agenda?
Just the term marry Carrie Antoinette is a sexist thing to say.
It's quite funny.
It is funny, but it's picking on the fact that she's
Do you remember
female.
the things they said about Cherie Blair? Remember the things they said about Cherie Blair? And she was very engaged too. She ran a whole operation from Number 10, and she had a personal trainer, and it was constant stories. Nobody said then it was sexist. I think it's because Carrie's younger than him, very attractive, and some people are trying to imply she's a blonde bimbo. She isn't. She's very clever in her own right.